상마라 삼제 다시 들려주고요. 먼저 배제된 냠도 송로낭 구루 베마 바워 간조 조단제 담제 고가르다 송다게 나제로 tuji gombarek baran sharje ngo dalade tadil je dadan je de zel dunye namgaran jembaran joro jelama kan zo nam je medalan do je je zel Te dada gam zum zem je nam sem lo ma de je ngan do na te se ne ru be na wa jam man ro do ju ru be zem je na Purare do benal jorne Shenka jene zojem benjir Palama je je jone Lunga ye da nyomene bar Tende zango Bede la ba le jawa de jira la ju ne de nyam ge je de ro taran je de ni ro ba je la ma ga de zo nam je me da ge go zum je ni lo me da ge go zum je ni lo me da ge go zum je ni lo la zo Tinin de jala long ko do sal go ba yin de nen sama nyam do long ro sal ro na shu mi
接下来是休息最佳活动休止法的时段，那请大家呢一起来休息。
Tinindene Soldebdan, Chelapshuedan, and London number she said into Rebellion to Songoba Indu, and Chizo do Gurumba Jalan Ngolama Saldap, de la Solatabne, and Kozung to Yongo Domjaniam to Topson, Samne, and Ready Bare, and the Yam to Zoronang.
Okay, now please make supplication and request for blessings from Guru Rinpoche, and also let's practice the 4 minds changing together. So when we are doing supplications, please realize that on top of our crown, Guru Rinpoche with the essence of our Guru abides on top of our head. And then, by this supplication, we will be able to receive the blessings from Guru Rinpoche's body, speech, and mind.
Balden Zawe Lama Rinpoche Dage Ju Peme De La Ju Gajen Chemben Gon Chezon De Gozon Duje Ngondo Zao Dozo Dezon Sanje Dam Jeje Ngo Lama Rinpoche Dage Ju Minjen Jolwara Jenje Lamdozo Samlam Je Doba Je Bara Je Jula Je Wara Jenje Lamdozo Sedenye La Wazaran Zoba Lamjo Da Je Bara Jenje Lamdozo Dezum Sanje Dam O Lama Rinpoche Jin Dage Ju Minjen Jolwara Jenje Lamdozo Samlam Je Doba Je Bara Je Jula Je Wara Jenje Lamdozo Sedenye La Wazaran Zoba Lamjo Dar Je Bara Jenje Lamdozo Dezum Sanje Dam Jenje Ngo Lama Rinpoche Je Dage Ju Minjen Jolwara Jenje Lamdozo Samlam Je Doba Je Bara Je Jula Je Wara Jenje Lamdozo Sedenye La Wazaran Zoba Lamjo Dar Je Bara Jenje Lamdozo Solwa Debzo Lama Rinpoche Dongwe Budu Jenje Jeje Kalme Dala Reza Jule Duye Yermen Je Bara Jenje Lo Nyema Dage Juje Gande Jan Daljuro Dine Shindo Nyebara Tune Jezo Nyezo Jela Kewa Drube Longa Majon Renje Lingne Donglo Unyendo Kalde Juje Bemba Mado Chine Milu Nyebara Kala Juro Tada Debe Gurguara Lende Milu Debe Gondoro Dungala Some Sebe Jazola Korean Sobe Nyomo Nyingze Kyalwa Namje Lenge Dalaze Lenye Danze Gandro Damze Bala Jeme Dadoze Chola Jeb Dune Nijurons Lome de la Lelo Nyewando Danwe Nyeme Dane Nye Kyaman Jevu De Lenge Kozum De Je Danyom Ngane Lama Yedam Namje Dore Kandro Namje Gaye Jeba Dewe Danye Minyal Yarla Jungse Jeja Sonam Jewe Kewe Jawara Chaldo Jula Ngola Zo Nitandanga Zo Nitambichu Sulshin Drubar Jebala Ngonjo Ngoshi Chejirimba Yobale ane ngonde namjade dana samlo tangshi bayi bare.
Well, if we wish to accomplish authentic Dharma according to the Dharma, then we need to systematically practice the preliminary practice, the main practice, and so forth. And now is the time for us to practice the preliminary practice, which is called Mungzhuo in Tibetan.
Ni ngondo tela ya tumong chi ngondo da tumin nang ni ngondo ni yo bale ne danda nga zo tumong chi ngondo de la samlo tongje bayi.
The preliminary practice is actually divided into two types. The first type is called the common outer preliminary practice. The second type is the uncommon inner practice. Now we're practicing the first type.
Ni da tela yang daljur nye gawa semi daba le junre kori nyemik je ni lodo nama shi korla samlo tango bar hindu tenana da tangbo sumde nga zo samlo tang sembare ta tanda kori nyemik de kola ni ta kom japsana mi do de kola ni samlo tang shima yimbare.
The common preliminaries includes four types, which is called the four mind changing. They are the difficulty of obtaining the freedoms and advantages, the death and impermanence, and karmic cause and effect, and the fourth one, the faults of samsara. And now we will be contemplating on the faults of samsara.
Ninda kori nyemik de la korwa chi ni tungal la samlo tang da dware re de ge tungal samlo tang da ni re den de ni yung yu ba le nga zo tang da chimba de samlo tang shi ba yire de le de ne dwa nya wi tungal de samlo tang sin ne ta ta na nga zo yi da ji tungal bo la na samlo tang ge.
The faults of samsara includes two types, the general sufferings of samsara and the different types of sufferings of each and every realms in the 6 realms. So now we are studying the second type, the sufferings of the 6 realms. Last session we have finished the hell realm sufferings, and today we will be contemplating on the sufferings of Hungry Ghost realm.
Ni ta yi da tungal samlo tang ko du yi da de la yang ni jing na ne ba da kala ju wi da ni yore ni din na ne tang bo nga zo ni jing na ne be yi da ju ko la samlo tang ge.
So, the hungry ghosts includes 2 major types. The first type is the hungry ghosts who are living in a hidden place, and the second type is the hungry ghosts who are living in the space. Now we're studying the first type.
Ni da de la jing na ne ba de la yang re sum yore sum na ne da dang bo chi tri ba jen se ge yore ni chi tri ba jen ye da de la ni tungal ko jura shu chum bo te ge yore ta chi ne ji ngon na sam na da wa yin na ni ya ge de zo la ni 성공 la share ji da wa ya ha jang ge cha wo yo ba da gong ge de ka zo ro gong ge de zo la ni ma share ji ni ma ya ha jang chang mo yo ba so do sa ja de zo ya che men je tang so do da ta ka da ye de me wa na kang sa ji lu de ne mang ye ba na bre na so yong ge yo re ne de da wo ji la ne so so ji ka ra sa go re sa wa na tu wa la so ba yang ne shara ji ka le ka bu yo ba yin ba re sa ge yo re.
So the first type, the hungry ghosts who are living in a hidden place. It also includes 3 subdivisions. The first subdivision is the hungry ghosts with outer obscurations. So this kind of hungry ghosts, they experience really strong sufferings, different kinds of sufferings. Regarding the outer place where they're living, it's a really bad environment. For example, in this summer, even the moon at night is very hot. And in winter, even the sun is extremely cold. And the environment where they're living is ugly, is really uncomfortable. Their own bodies are also not that beautiful, ugly, and also not so comfortable. And besides, they have really strong starvations. They don't have food or drinks. They don't have anything to eat or drink.
Ninda telna nebi da ani kene ani mashibardo halam ani tungwa denzo lela warak to yo mare ani kabla tin ko leje do de ta ringbo ne ani chui namba so do da tene tongyong yo re di tongyong de tene ramshin ge ka ko me namba shu jum ba shar 제당 거 가두이나 가곰곰 바래 도고도도 바래 나 사야와 나 동화든서 라게 말아와 다른 문에 동화 추든서더니 통용도서는 교샤로는도 당체제 버도 진진진진진 아니 추 담라 레빈도서는 추상막감 아니 가야 매바지 추감줄 잠마도 봐 개니게 요 말에 어딘데 진짜 동할 때는 모두네 냥되게 요래 다 대라 렙드냐 조샤말라데 저 통용고 요래 어디네지 동al 계제다 준 남녀 아주 레준데 가도 쉬선바데 라래 더조 아니 가서 그래 세르나 세른데로와 아니 규세르나 넘조 제바든조 연저 용거 요도 아니 때로 섬전 라 닝자다 아니 데네지 센네지 강라 레제근 된소라야 닝제 라니장다 대당 대종지 레제바인 바 있는 교샤 아니 진짜 제게매 냠바로제 고고요 바래 아니 데네라는 교츠 나 삼노다로 나 슈기.
For this type of hungry ghosts, from their birth till their death, it's always extremely difficult for them to find any food or drinks. Sometimes when they can see like water in a really far away place, when they see that water, they become extremely thirsty. In general, they're thirsty, they're hungry, but they don't see food or drinks, so it's kind of okay. But somehow, sometimes when they see the water in such a far place, it really triggers them intensively. So they rush to the water, they walk and walk and walk all the way, so exhausting, like so tired. And then finally, when they reach to the destination, when they really see the water, then the water becomes completely dry. There's nothing at all, no water at all. And then almost immediately, again, they see water from another place, from another really far away place. Yes, this is their sufferings. There's no way for them to get food or drinks. So why they have rebirth in this kind of situation? Yes, it's because of bad karma, bad causes. But the main cause for beings to get rebirth in hungry ghost realm is because of stinginess. So please generate compassion to this kind of beings, to beings who have stinginess. Please have compassion. And also for ourselves, if we have stinginess, then please confess that, and please promise ourselves that I will no longer have stinginess anymore.
나서 한 다가 나신도 되는 내비 예다대 양 다른 부분에 행동 등조동 행동 등조는 저 행제서 그러 네 행동 등조 야부 민대요 봐 사조로 여봐 다른 동 네 다고 되서 정보진나 또배 나와요 봐다 하장 또봐도 효침으로 줄네 때려 주샤르네 당체제 버도 이 행동들 좀나 아니 조비 나와 안 좋네 양 행동 좀 내봐다 아니 행동 행제지나 예 가요 말 행동 감보 감정지 로마다 예 아니 저 가야 매봐 매도 매봐다 되내진나 말은 줄 어디내지네 차도고 이래다 소소에 디 단다 디로 이다섬진도 소소 인념에 나와나 되내지 동을 용어는 서로와 간라 아니 교자는 삼노다로나
Well, likewise, now please contemplate on such an image. Those hungry ghosts, again, they see a fruit tree in a really far away place. These fruit trees, they're full of yummy fruits. They're already ripened and they're so ready to eat, look so yummy and so nice. So, triggered by extremely strong, hungry feelings, these hungry ghosts, they travel for such a long time, they walk and walk and walk and so tired, and they finally make to the tree. But when they reach to the tree, there's nothing whatsoever left. All the fruits already become dry. There's no flowers, there's no leaf, and there's no fruit, nothing left at all. So now, let's imagine that we ourselves are these hungry ghosts. Let's feel for them. Let's imagine that we are them, and we are actually experiencing their sufferings.
나서 다가 나신도 양소주 아니 예다 예사전들라 여 냠베데 나와am 소소 인 냠베 돈네 아니 도저릉보 랑라네 사와도 또야 마라 꼼 아니 꼼바도 또베 나오 쇼충보 영신베 갑라 아니 사자 카시에 되는라니 가르서 그래 사동 풍송 저바 여바동 아니 양 tello 주자로는 도 용두 근데로 송접지는 가서 지소롱와 네 망보 여바제 한 된소지 송제 아니 드라마주 아니 소소라 동화나 대바다 와 되네제네 동할바도 마만 용어제 나와라 교자 삼로당으로 나주위
Okay, now again, let's imagine that we are the hungry ghosts. We are living in the place of the hungry ghosts. We're actually them, and we're actually there. After a long time of strong starvation, without any food, without any drinks, we feel so hungry and we feel so thirsty. So thirsty, so hungry. But suddenly, we see a beautiful place, such a perfect, beautiful place where it has so many foods and nice drinks, all those things that we really, really need right now. But however, such a perfect, beautiful place, it is under the protection of many protectors. And these protectors, they stop us from entering into this place. They don't let us to get into the place and get any drink or food. So we just cannot go inside that place to get any drink or food. Please think like this.
So ni ta te jala ne nangi driba chen segen je ne yeda re je le bu yo bare ta sa ne da tenzo de ne tenjingon da che ba cha ga yore ta dil je tenzo de ne sobo da tenzo che ba chumba sha da re ni ko sobo de hajang ge chombo riwo na shen je ne te gang la ne 저거다 된소도 하장 대원장 저거 린노지 전부 아니 다 징바데 중 타우제 아니 징바 나라 이군데 아니 갑이 나라 이군 삼마도 봐 되네 전부 매봐 아니 강바다 라바도 저 타우 여봐 아니 야마로 돌와 있나야 아니 되네 강라 차발라서 봐도다 되네 배동가 망부 냥거여래 아니 다 로네 로 되즈는 되즈 버드네 사와다 동원도 춘에 라게 말해 다 갑라데네 라바 온도 삼로 나와 있나 양 아니 디 칸낭라데네 랩투고 말아 카이지 매제스나면도 랑바랑지 감도고 요래 다 가서 칸낭 랩에 온도 다나야 아니 정말은 형은 말와 아니 형나 양 아니 또 전부 르낭시 요래 아니 다 형에는 갑지 이공자마도 뭐 중중마도 매바래 데니 디 낭레바는 낭랑지 데네 매바네 아니 tunzu sama sekje dagara meba chaga yorela daya maza sozo nangla yobe ni nangchoy tunzu ya me sena dine ma nyang dhugu yore dine tongal shukchumbo nyungwe yeda de ni gyuzo de sena yinba da ni diro yeda tongal de tanda yang yeda mangbachi tongal nyang da nyong shimba re de yore ta dinzo la nyingje ni sozo ya dine je le kye je le megawa dine sa yo siba re ta dila ni gyosha dine je ni
Okay, now we are going to contemplate on the second subdivision, which is the hungry ghosts with inner obscurations. For them, the environment where they are living is exactly as the same as the previous hungry ghosts who have outer obscurations. And regarding the hungry ghosts who have inner obscurations, their body is very huge, however, also very fragile. Their body, especially their stomach, their belly, is as huge as a big mountain. But their neck is so thin and their mouth is so small. Their neck it's just like a really thin, really narrow hole in their mouth. It's just like a hole, very small, very narrow. And also, their limbs, their legs and their arms are so weak and so easy to get broken. Years after years, there's no way for them to get any food or any drink. Even sometimes, when they get a little bit of food, they cannot just swallow it because there is fire in their mouth, and those fire will immediately burn those food to nothing. Even though they somehow manage to swallow this food, but the neck is so thin, it's so narrow, it's really difficult to actually swallow the food to make them enter the neck. Even though they somehow manage to let the food enter the neck, but the neck is so thin and the stomach is so huge like a mountain. So basically, those little pieces of food means nothing to the stomach. What's worse, there is actually inner fire burning in their stomach. So even though they got the food finally into the stomach, immediately the inner fire burned the food to nothing. Yes, they have so many sufferings. The main cause for their suffering is stinginess. So please feel compassion for these hungry ghosts who are actually suffering right now. And also for ourselves, please confess for our own stinginess and please don't do that again.
라서 디는 데젤라 아니 고고르지 트바찬 세겐디네 예나르지 레기요레 아디 아니 동안 나서 망해받네 연구고요레 니 류나 입양 남바면도 망보 연구요레 네 베나테네 카르소레 콜라사와나 동와나 데네 균도라기 거라요 말에 가즈라고 얘나 아니 레지도지 된소 천자르라 하면은 줄로서로도 베나데는 거 사이로지라고 얘나 아니 사이데 트단다다 동등절은 줄 아니 소소소소라든 소볼라 땡 잡아다 또바다 제발라서 봐 아니 차이로다 양 가지 아니 초주 걸마서로다 아니 데네란 줄물 사고로 데네란 줄 아니 소소지 동네 아니 거바상마 세바지 동al 어때내지 나봐야 용와라서 봐 용쓰게 요래 아니 다데 돈용의 섬증을 된다라니 닝제콤 디 주든줄라 라니지 제여바이나 된줄은 여바제 아니 되네 교수 삼는다로나
Okay, now the next subdivision is the hungry ghosts with specific obscurations. This kind of hungry ghosts, they also have various strong sufferings. They also have different types of bodies and shapes. For their suffering, again, there's no way for them to get food or drinks. Sometimes, when they manage to get a little bit of food or drink, but by the power of bad karma, those food will immediately become weapons. For example, when they get something to eat, but immediately those food will become weapons things like knives or swords or fiery weapons, and those weapons will cut, will stab, or will burn their body, will just harm their bodies. So by this kind of situation, there's suffering, so much sufferings. So again, please feel compassion for these suffering sentient beings. And if ourselves, if we have already done something like this with stinginess, the main cause, please feel regret.
아니 텐데제네 동알제 소소 용기 요바 나오 쪼즈 삼나다에다 디로 예당고 좀 용겐도서 아니 라닝제 아니 디규 레다 녀몽된소지 소소 제바이나다 데라 요바 어디네 쪼즈는 나로나.
So, in short, hungry ghosts, they're suffering because of they don't have any food or drinks. They're not able to get any food or drinks. Sometimes, even by the power of karma or aspirations or strong wish, even though they manage to get a little bit of food or drinks, but still, it cannot really help them. So please, these beings, they're really in sufferings. So please feel compassion for them. Please generate compassion for them. And if we have done something similar, like stinginess, if we have similar bad karma and afflictions, then please feel regret. Please confess. And please never do it again.
이래 단다네 고고르지 트바전 세근데라 아니 양 동안 용다 면다와 샴바양 되는 용구유래 아니 다고레 면다와 다음에 동안 용고 봐인데 아니 가서 그래 사와나 동안다 건반전소 아니 라 하장지 아니 갈라가 버려 녀바 되네 이나야 아니 롱조 쪼도베 아니 갈라가 보쇼유래 아니 딱갑 가셔라 되네 사동 되네 중세 녀석이래데 녀나데네 소소 사고도다 소소지 파마다 보조된 소라 친구도 안데네 간을 하대가 되네 아몽보 요래라 아니 다든 소데네 사동 된 소 라베 갑라니 다 섬제 망보 이다 망보 냠도 되네 수도 변네 하루 잠내데네 랑도 요래 되네 대대 갑소 초바자 징레제 자그레제 엔 펜좀 마소와다 동al 망보 녀네네 라운드고 요래 다 된제제네 이나 레다 몰람지 또게 네 갑카시 존네 된제라네 사동 캬노 바데네 락세바레 디로제다 예다 된소 동al 고존 용겐 된소라 닝제 첨보다 아니 닝제제 소소한 디로제 용시버제 섬로당 된제제 줄 아니 메가와 된소 아니 라니제 제여바이나 아니 여바당 어데네 조사는 난고고 요래 어데네 조사는 섬로당로는
For the hungry ghosts with specific obscurations, they also have many other types of sufferings. For example, it is very, very difficult for them to find any food or drinks or things to wear. And sometimes, even when they find something, it's also extremely difficult for them to actually enjoy it. Sometimes they might find a little bit of something, like food or drink or something like that, but somehow, not just themselves, they also have parents or companions or loved ones, like friends or relatives. There are so many other hungry ghosts need to share this a little bit of something all together. Sometimes when they finally find a little bit of food or drinks, and there are also many, many other sentient beings, many, many other hungry ghosts, they all just rush to this place and come to this place and try to fight for this little bit of food and try to take it away. So they start to fight, they start war, they start all those troubles just in order to try to get this little bit of food. Yes, there are so many sufferings. And sometimes, even by the power of strong wish, they find something but still they're not able to enjoy it. Please generate great compassion for these beings. Please imagine that we ourselves are actually experiencing this kind of sufferings. And if we have accumulated any similar bad karma, non-virtuous deeds, for example, stinginess, then please confess and please never do it again.
so ane ta de chala tine yeda ane khalo gyu da second ane re khaga che cha gyu re ta jingna ne be re nu sum de hyu do barwa ane khalo gyu da de da to na no ba chombo yugen nen den zo che cha gyu re 다 딜라야 리멘도 망보 샤다레 타고 중보 세간도 당 아니 드레스 세간도 다 샤사 세간 라서 바다리나 맨 망보 요바레 다 건조 돈도 뭐 전부 요래 이나야 되는 건조 셈낭랑랑다다 지그다슈 무드네 네데고 바다 안지게 제라 덴셈다 타도다 나자간라 네데고 요래 아니 데네서 마세 아니 코랑마 히위 내가비 동al 강라 되네 히데 요래 디제네 돈다레레 신도데 동al데 양네 양도 뇽고 요래 덴데제네 예다든 조네 가르사고라 소소 제옹마제네 파마다 녜녜고르다 데네 담라데네 제와다 닝제라서 보도면 로스기 요래 자신기도미 다코 로 이나야 나 섬진 흰 담라 레병도 아니 캔라 펜바 용고요 말에 랑랑함은 주요 너바jal네 디도비 흰뉴 강사 셴바도 녀바 작도건도다 강에 먹고 용대건도다 근데 거기 펜심지로 돈은 주비 왕도다네 현라네 동아다 너바장장 용도고 요래 와 된대네 콜라 쪽서는 삼마다로나
Okay, now we have finished the 3 subdivisions of the first type of hungry ghosts, the hungry ghosts who are living in a hidden place. Now we're moving to the next type, the hungry ghosts who are living in space. This kind of hungry ghosts, they actually have strong power. They have really strong, miraculous, magical power. They also have different subdivisions. For example, like different types of ghosts and so forth. And they actually have really strong power. But however, in their hearts, continuously they're feeling this strong fear, strong, really frightened feeling. And also, each to each, they hate each other, they have lots of competitiveness, and they got really jealous with each other, or they feel strong arrogance. Even though they have strong power, still, in their heart is full of sufferings, like fear, hatred, competitiveness, jealousy, arrogance, pride, all those sufferings. And more than that, the cause which caused them to death, the suffering during death, is still there. Every week, again and again and again, they have to repeat the suffering for their death. They have to repetitively experience the same cause, the same suffering which caused them to death. And actually, they still have strong love, strong attachment for their parents, their loved ones, their friends, their relatives in their past life. So driven by this strong love, affection, this strong attachment, they always want to go to their past life parents and relatives and friends. However, even with a heart full of attraction, full of, kind wish, still they are not able to benefit their past life loved ones, parents, and so forth. All they can do is nothing but to harm them. They don't want to harm them, but whenever they get approached to them with love, they can do nothing but only harm them. For example, make them become crazy, or experience different types of sufferings, and so forth. So please feel compassion for this type of hungry ghosts. Okay, now let us make dedications and make aspirations together.
Tekjen zangan jubin gewa Tuzum zambin gezo kundu Lame jangju nyingburu ngowaranji Sonam diye daye zhuwa Chinang zangwe barje gunshi Rimne lamje zhuba darje Peman jalbe goba nyurdo vishu Sadyu lame jela nyingla Idam kandro ludan dripshe Chegyon zome barje gunza Chodun urjo drip Taji sho Oma om badran guru bema zede o beje de le jembo Eye jene wazanyo me kaye dame Sonjo wang bejo darangona Rajen jo bejen jo bema Chönye ngon som jazere dele long Nyam nong gong be jalme gang jembu Rekba zembe babu rangi Choze lo de doje lo garanjo Dewe de mengombo dai Nyenje derenje janan bemonda Kozum gonde jeme dodre Kandon jo be zenjo de lazo Zendang go ye namro dale be jodro cha Jembe dun zandre Dajen ga nyam ye jen jabong Sede be man dang do je warajum Te ya ren ze nam je ze lam la de nengu Dan ye jen jabong Zo je la mengu ban yurdon Rajen de nye lunje jo baraju De me je da yer me be manju Ranan da be zando barej Nare yer me manju nyumen De ne nam da jindu Jevaraju gando jebe jewa damje Dore yunden dunden doba Jema dado jedan jejurene zulje jebe rawayu Chodo nene nyingbe dundumde Sedre sebe jazo galo Seba dambe jera dunje je Shemben jubla kyungal Labje shendun chore me bai Tamje jamje sanje to bara sho Lazo tuje che Ene ngazo tunda jema jayong Nguzo toje nang
Okay, thank you so much. See you next week and please take care.